So it was an excellent year for us because we really launched in the last year of network in the US with Verizon, which is now the biggest network in the world with more than 10,000 InnoDB deployed over there. So this places us in the number 2 position in terms of worldwide rollout and experience. And we are very happy because in the recent months we learned that they have now more than 500,000 subscribers there. So this was really an exciting year. And moving forward, I would say the last year was really to be able to launch in one market and have the ecosystem of devices. And over there, really now we see in the frequency that is available in the US and mainly for the starting point 700 megahertz, lot of devices. We started with dongle, we now have smartphone, we have also tablet, so very exciting. Now we need to transpose that into EMEA, which is much more fragmented in terms of spectrum with different bands. The challenge is really to make sure we will have the ecosystem of the devices to support the rollout of LTE. And for that, we are working with several partners for our own R&D integration needs and also to support the deployment required in terms of diversity of the devices in the diversity in the spectrum we have in EMEA. LTE is bringing unique reliability, end-to-end QoS management, and actually very small latency, allowing new type of applications. So what we are seeing in terms of the interest of the market or application for the mass market like digital signage or connected car. Connected car can also be used by police and other type of administrations. So public safety is certainly a market where LTE could replace Tetra, but we have also other applications like augmented reality. So basically when you are taking picture or movies, you can have information on what you are filming in terms of shops, positions, related information to what you are actually filming. But other applications are also for enterprise, like cloud computing. So the vision of some enterprise is that the real laptop you will have will be probably a tablet, like an iPad, and then all your data center will be managing the storage of your data. So there are very diverse applications for end users, but also public safety and enterprise organizations. This is the issue I was pointing about in terms of supporting devices. So EMEA is much more fragmented than the US in terms of spectrum. So we have basically the higher bands like 2.6, which is just generally known spectrum for LTE, but it is better to use it in dense urban areas for typically hotspots and metro areas. We have the 1800, which is now very important, and we have been trialing this spectrum for already 2 years with some operators like Bouygues Telecom, because this is a large band that all GSM operators are sitting on that can be leveraged for LTE, typically in suburban areas. And then you have the digital divide or very low band like 800 that can be used for covering rural areas and breaking the digital dividend issue. We are convinced that we need to have smaller cells strategy as part of our LTE deployment strategy. We are already very experienced as a leader in small cells with Femto and 3G, and we are seeing the benefit for residential, enterprise and metro areas to leverage smaller cells, because you can provide better in-building indoor coverage as well as maximize the coverage for higher capacity in hotspots. So we have been basically developing a portfolio of solutions of small cells on 3G and now on LTE, where you can answer in the best way in terms of TCO and coverage the need for high capacity data in metro areas. beyond this heterogeneous need, we are also envisioning what we call light radio from our announcement last February before Barcelona, where we believe from the understanding the IT had to move to cloud in terms of managing the capacity and the workload, we also need to implement such concept of Cloud RAN into the wireless networks. So we are basically developing a portfolio of solutions that goes from the radio with Cube innovation, which is a 5 centimeter square cube that can scale up to provide smaller cells to macro coverage in any band and in any technology, with a baseband which will be pooled in a virtual private networks, and then the cloud architecture for all the servers, and this would reduce typically the OPEX by roughly 60%. So for us, it's very important, and I believe we are not the only one, because if I recall, last year we were in a small hotel, and now we are in the RAI, which is really showing the interest the industry is having into LTE, which is now concrete. We see that after the US, Middle East is launching. We are actually deploying with Etisalat in UAE, and now it's also coming in Europe with the announcement of France, Spain, Italy, and the Benelux country to auction LTE this year, and this is what we are seeing here with a lot of interest and a lot of, I would say, operators now thinking of what's next this coming year.